I've had several requests to do a review of this razor. This is a Cobra Classic, and as you can see, it's got a beautiful gleaming chrome finish to it on one side, and then when you spin it over, it's got a Cobra-esque or Cobra-ish type finish on the other side. It's got these ridges which assist you in your grip, makes it a little bit easier to grip it. So it's a beautiful chrome, and then the other side is the knurling. And what this is here is a lever, which you just flip this over, and then the blade keeper will drop down like so. And you'll just load your blade in there, push the blade keeper back up, and then close the lever, and you're ready to rock and roll with your shave. The Professional is the more aggressive type blade, as I have a pretty heavy, quite heavy beard growth today, about a full week's worth of growth. And by the way, this razor weighs in at 3.5 ounces, which is a bit heftier for a safety type razor, or not really a safety type razor. This is kind of a, it's actually more like a straight blade razor, only it's got the safety bar feature over it. So this is something that is not similar to a safety razor or not similar to a straight razor. It's kind of a hybrid of both, I would like to call it. So what I'll do is I'll open it up, just push the lever, open that blade keeper, and then with these injector style blades, all you do is push the lever, and the blade, you can see that this is the Feather 20 pack of Professional, and all you do is push the lever and the blade will slide out. You can see that, and you just insert it. Here's what it looks like with the blade loaded, and the sharp side is pointing downward. And so you pick up the blade keeper like so, and just push the lever over so the knurling lines up, and that's it. Locks it in place, and you can see that it's evenly mounted and balanced on both sides. Now we can get our shave on. I'm using a Taylor of Old Bond Street Sandalwood shaving cream today. So I'll just start lathering. I actually have a couple videos specifically geared towards just lathering, so I'm not going to show too much of that today. This is the Parker Chrome brush. It weighs about 5 ounces. It's a nice heavyweight brush. It's a nice Badger brush. It mixes the lather just wonderfully. As you can see, I've got great lather here. I like to take a second brush and just apply it to the gravitationally challenged lower neck area, where it's hard to get the water to apply thoroughly with your hands. So I like to use the brush and just run it across there real quick. And then I'll immediately start applying, like so. Just lather it up. And I like to go against the grain, like so. That way it the shaving cream will thoroughly infiltrate the whiskers and get them standing up, ready to be sheared off by the Feather Professional razor, inserted into the Cobra Classic. And as you can see, I like to push the shaving cream. I'm not one of these who just paints it on like this. I like to actually push it in to the whiskers. So it just thoroughly penetrates and saturates the whiskers so they're nice and warm, and they provide a nice cushion for the shaving cream will provide a nice cushion for the razor to glide across. Like so. Christian, this is for you. How do you like that? I used the pinky instead of the finger. That's Shave Fan 12. I noticed that he uses his pinky. I usually use my pointer finger, and the pinky uses just fits in there perfectly. It works a lot better. So I've taken to doing that. So thanks for that, buddy. Okay, here we go. I'm going to dry my fingers. This is the first time I've ever used this razor, so this is going to be interesting. I like to dip it in the water and warm it up, just so you're not putting that cold steel on your face. We'll see how this works. I'll cut these sideburn on this side. And I've heard and read that this is quite an aggressive razor. We'll find out. Yeah, it seems to be taking off those whiskers. A full week's worth of growth without any problem whatsoever. Very nice. Okay, this side, we'll just cut the sideburn on this side and work the way down. And this is at 3.5 ounces, it's a little bit on the heavier side. And plus the way this razor is shaped, it kind of leans in. You can see that it's shaped. It's got a curve to it. It kind of leans in and digs in a little bit, which is good. So you definitely don't need to apply any pressure with this. I would recommend just being careful around the lips. As I said before, in my opinion, this is similar to a straight razor with that very super sharp feather blade. And I have such a heavy beard today that you would not expect any razor to take it off in just one pass. So I will perform several passes. Down the neckline, just straight down gently. And as you can see, I like to section my face in half and then work my way down both sides, one side at a time. Okay. Now, under the nose, just come in carefully. And the style of this razor, because it's so streamlined, the cutting head, you're able to get in a little bit closer under your nose, which is a nice feature. A standard safety razor, it's a little more difficult because the cutting head is a bit larger. So in turn, that makes it a little bit difficult to get in under the nose, directly under the nose. Okay, that's my first pass, and you can see it's removed a good portion of the beard. And so what I'll do is just a slight rinse. Just hydrate my face again. Some people ask, why do you rinse again between? Well, hydration is key to a good shave. So as long as you have warm water and hydrate your whiskers, that's part of the proper face preparation for a quality shave, for a barber style shave. And of course the shaving cream goes on easier this time because the heavy duty growth of beard has been removed, and this process is called progressive beard reduction or progressive growth reduction. You want to just take off a little bit from each pass. And the first pass was straight down. The second pass, I will go across the grain from the ear towards the nose, like so. And you can hear those whiskers being sliced off cleanly, and you can see how smooth the finish is now. And generally the most difficult area for me for whisker removal is right here in my goatee area. The whiskers are just extra coarse in that area. And you can hear this razor just slicing through there without a problem. Nice, very nice and clean. And just rinse every so often as soon as the blade becomes filled with shaving cream. Now here I like to flatten my lip. I have a cleft, so I have to flatten it and come across my lower chin. Just go at that area from different directions. Now on the neck, I will go against the grain on the second pass. Like so. Now you can see it's not a problem. It's just slicing through, and it's heavy duty whisker removal of a coarse beard without a problem. And here I will just go across the grain like so, flattening out the upper lip and coming back with a backhand grip. Okay. Very nice. Okay, now just a slight rinse again to get ready for the third and final pass. Numero 3, we'll get rid of that. And as you can see, still have lots of lather. Taylor Sandalwood is it's a fine lather. Fine shaving cream, lathers up nicely with great cushioning ability. Okay. I'll clear the runways a little bit, just so I can see where my sideburns are. And then this time, I'll go across the grain from the nose towards the ear. This is a pretty aggressive razor, very nice. And so I could go against the grain, but I really don't feel the need to because I'm pretty smooth right there. I mean, third pass. Many other razors at this point you would be going against the grain like so, because they're not cutting through as quickly as this one. Nice, very nice. Okay, now against the grain again on the neck, all the way up. And then I like to just take a little bit of cream and just go around my lips a little bit. Sometimes you get a few strays around your lips. So very gently, just hit that area. Nothing worse than a stray hair that you keep feeling hitting your lip. It's annoying. So this will take care of any of those problems. There you go. Very nice razor. Make sure I'm nice and straight on the edges, cut those sideburns. Okay, looks good. So now we'll do a final rinse with warm water. And at this point in time, what you want to do is you want to just feel around, and if you feel any areas that you feel some coarseness or some stray whiskers that you might have missed, wow, even under my nose, very good. I see if you stretch out your lip with this razor, you can get right in there and take care of that area underneath your nose, which is nice. Nice and clean. So I'll follow that up with a cold water rinse. Of course, first the hot for your thorough final rinsing, and then the cold, and that seals off your pores. And then you can go ahead and finish off dry off your face. I never will rub my face with a towel. I will just usually just pat my hands dry on the towel, and then just take my hands and dry my face like so, just so it's moist. And then I'll go ahead and apply my aftershave or my aftershave balm. Like I said, this is a bit of a hybrid style razor, as it uses the feather. You can use the professional blade. And here's another look at the razor, Cobra Classic, 3.5 ounces on my digital scale and 4 inches overall. It's got a great look to it. And there's the cutting head again after the shave. And I'm sure if you keep it dry and take care of it, maintain it properly, looks like it'll last a long time. And by the way, the manufacturer, Feather, all the reading I've done on their products, these blades, the manufacturer says that you can get between 10 and 12 shaves out of these blades. And, you know, in the real world, maybe not that many. I have a coarse beard, so if I can get 4 or 5, I'm very happy with that. I'm satisfied with that. You gents that have a more mild beard, you can probably get 6, 7, 8 shaves out of one of these blades. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please come and visit me at shavenation.com for all your wet shaving supplies. We sell safety razors, all different types of straight razors, strops, shaving creams, soaps, a lot of different products. Just check out the website, shavenation.com. Just take it out for a test drive and see if you see anything you like. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer whatever you might have. So have a great shave, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Over and out.